Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Hey, let's go!
They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt. And they're going for it on 4th down. They just get the play off. Now Vick. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Clock running, under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Being chased out left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39, green.
Here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he spins past him and into space. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now a pitch out to Williams. Dancing away at the 30. Finding room to the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
We could talk about bend but don't break all we want. But the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
Two minutes remain in a scoreless 1st half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He's going to get it running right. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Detroit!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Morton Anderson for the field goal try. The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
An automatic Morton Anderson does it again. Knocks another one through the posts. I have to be careful because it's almost boring. You know, just how accurate he is. He knocks another one through.
All-time NFL leading scorer. He's known as the Great Dane because he's from Copenhagen. And I think, Charles, he actually leads 2 different franchises in scoring, does he not?
Well, one time he did. New Orleans Saints, 13 seasons there, still the all-time leading scorer with them. And the Atlanta Falcons, he held that record, but Matt Bryant has since passed him.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Second down, Vick. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, Vick looking for Clark. He's got him complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lawrence Taylor able to get in and bury him well behind the line for a loss of 17. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
White 20! White 20! White 20!
This will be the final play of the half. Vick, and he's going to go down again. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Gone!
On second down, here's Jackson. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Play action. It's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So here's Vick following the interception. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Vick goes play action. Able to pass under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long for Vick. He's got it to Hilton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19 and an unlikely first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, Vick. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moss. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Vick on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Vick. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Vick now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Arlington.
Hey, let's go!
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing, Vick. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of while you've got them rocked on their heels.
This is caught. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Here's Vick. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll run it with Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
Wait, 20!
From the shotgun, it's Vick. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Now, Barney! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56.
Throwing now is Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Again, it's Williams. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On the toss, here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good from 49 yards away.